The important part, see, is that you don't lose in the practice of Buddha Dharma the appreciation, the sweetness, the richness, see, of the illusory world. See, it isn't a problem if I am not stuck in the senses. See, but I have to go through the barrier. Tawei said, if in the midst of dreamlike illusion, what's he talking? He's talking about the very same thing that Marpa talks about. This is an illusion. You cannot show me this moment ever again. I just finished a sentence. Show that sentence to me. See, if you have children, downstairs we got little ones. See, got Georgia. When did she stop being a baby who crawled? When did she become a young girl? When will her mother ever see? When she turns to be a teenager? It never happens. It's an illusion. See, and we play in the illusion. See, somebody like me, I look up, I'll be 71 soon. Where did that come from? How did it happen? See, what's going on? And if I am caught in the illusion, if I'm caught in the illusion, then I'm in the world of pain and suffering. I'm in the world of samsara. Do you want to know how, when they say to save all suffering sentient beings? Sentient beings are numberless. Numberless, beyond infinity, numberless. How are you going to save them? You have to see through the illusion. You have read this. You have to see that there isn't actually anyone or anything that needs to be saved. See? But least we get caught. See, least we get caught. See, in a intellectual, a dogmatic way of understanding this most dynamic, this most beautiful Buddha Dharma. See, and you become indifferent, see, to the pain and to the suffering. See? And that is part of the illusion. And worse than that, it is delusional. See, and the true delusion which causes all of the pain and the suffering, see, is this sense of separation. That you can separate yourself from anything. The beauty, see, the beauty of the dance that you do, that we're working on, that you have to realize and actualize for yourself, has been eloquently stated by Dogen Zenji. See, Buddhism, the practice of Buddhism, see, is to study the self, not any of that other crap. You don't come in and quote long scriptures. You don't talk about BS floating out here, out there. It's the study of the self. You. See, as a matter of fact, you're the whole thing. You are the whole thing. See, the study of the self. What does that mean? Deep analysis? Thinking about yourself? This relates a little bit to what they were talking on practice. No. The study of the self means to forget the self. It means to stop tinkering with things. If your practice is to count the breath, do nothing but count the breath. If it's to follow the breath, do nothing but follow the breath. How difficult that is. Some of you can't even sit here and stay focused on the talk. You're off talking to yourself, running around in your head. And what you do in that state is you perpetuate your delusion. See, this condition that we find ourselves in, see, realize, it's your condition. See, inside that skin bag where you sit, you're the only one there listening to this talk. You have no idea what the folks next to you are hearing. You're all alone in there. And if you can't even see that, you're in some major trouble. You are really pulled, see, by the winds of fate. And I'll tell you what the winds of fate do. See, they continuously spin you, see, in a hurricane, tornado, see. And it always degenerates, always degenerates. See, he said in here, in the midst of the dreamlike illusion, if you are able to witness it as it really is, if you're able to see this as it really is, see, if you're able to understand it as it really is, see? If you're able to work on it as it really is, see? Then, he said, you can use anything to attain the way. And anything is the way. With what we talked about with Dogen Zenji, to forget the self. That's the study of Buddhism. To forget the self. To free yourself from this skin bag. See, to free yourself from the seeing aspect. See, and this is not an easy thing. You can't do this by an act of will, because the very act of will is the reinforcing, see, of the dualistic state. Still trapped, see, in the egocentric mind, setting up this against that, good against bad, right against wrong. See, when we do that, we're not seeing it as it really is.